Jerome Powell just put yellow snow in our crypto Cheerios. Well, not just the crypto Cheerios, he put yellow snow into the entire market. Yeah, that's why we're red. It has to deal with Jerome Powell in the Fed. XRP price talk at the end, but let's go over what actually happened. Well, what actually happened is what I told you what would happen one day ago. That Jerome's job for this meeting was to shut the rally down. Why do you think I titled it, Shut It Down? Why do you think the background behind Jerome's head was red? It was to match the red on the screen that would follow. The market digested the quarter cut. The market expected the quarter cut. Been telling you we're going to get a quarter cut for a while, but to watch out because Jerome's tone would be negative. Why would his tone be negative? Well, the NASDAQ, Dow Jones, stock markets, homes are still expensive, food is up there in price, energy is up there in price, supply sucks ass. We've had inflation pop up the last couple months, and yeah, things aren't improving on the governmental level. And the markets are going up. So when both of those are going up at the same time, Jerome's job is to cool the market. And by the way, just did a live stream regarding it. So if you're wondering where the viewer comments are, all the comments that I want to share is the chat from the live stream, because chat was freaking cool. Seriously, these live streams are awesome. Either way, linked in the description below. But what happened was this. Jerome was asked about a BTC Strategic Reserve. He shot that down like right away. I mean, like he quickly was like, no. That's not within our realm. That's not within our purview. Okay. So the market reacted to that news. We got a quarter cut from the Fed. Their projections were basically saying, hey, look, housing's coming down, but not as fast as we would like it. Energy's coming down, but not as fast as we would like it. And that means people like you and me have to pay more for homes and energy. It sucks. That means retail gets crushed. So Jerome gives us a quarter cut, but then warns us that, you know what, everyone? You're probably not going to get that many cuts next year as you thought. And that's when the market started taking a big poo-poo. Don't believe me? Well, let's do this. Let's go to XRP and let's look on the screener here. When do you think Jerome Powell started talking? Oh, there you go, girlfriend. Oh, there you go, girlfriend. Yeah, exactly. Took XRP down to 224 on the low of that move. And it all had to do with what? The market wants rates to keep coming down, 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 and down. Why? Crypto is risky, all right? It is expensive to build in crypto. So if rates come down, that means there's less risk with the money and it's cheaper money, which is great if you want to invest, right? Do you put your kid's birthday party on one of those 150% payday loans? No, you don't do that. Maybe you put it on your credit card where you pay 24%. You could digest that. See what I'm saying? When rates come down, you could take more risk. Or maybe you borrow it from your friend and your friend's like, look, just give me 20 extra bucks when you're done. And you're like, yo, okay, I could do that. That's why the market reacted. But we knew about it because the markets have been hot. Zoom out. XRP is still hot. Go to the 1-day chart for XRP and you're like, oh, dang, girlfriend. Like, okay, I see what you guys are doing. Yeah, that's my point. The market needs to cool off. We can't go rocket ship all the time. Now, will we hold at these levels? Will we be pushed further down? Well, it's still early in the day. You still got Gary Gensler in charge for about a month. That's right. I'm looking at the Garmin right now. And my Garmin says, hi, Klaus, it's December 18th. Just wanted to let you know that Gary Gensler is going to be gone on the 20th of January. I'm like, oh, well, thank you, Garmin. That's very, very nice of you. And I give my Garmin a little thumbs up. So we still got to deal with that. We still have an XRP case going on with Ripple, right? Yeah, we do. We still don't have juicy regs in the United States, right? Which means a lot of, conservative, boring money is on the sidelines, right? They don't want to get into crypto unless they get actual regs, right? Right. And you got Jerome here who said plenty of times, sorry, I'm going to get it off the chick who's super hot. I'll put it on Jerome, my bad. We had Jerome up on the screen. This is also linked down below if you want. I had Jerome up on the screen, but I would rather you watch the live stream. Watch the live stream. It's freaking hilarious. But you got Jerome basically saying, hey, look, things are coming down, but not as fast as we were expecting, so we may have to kind of pump the brakes on the cutaronis. And we start getting some global inflation concerns that spread from different zones or districts into the United States, or if inflation from the United States spreads to different portions of the world. Remember, when the United States catches a cold and sneezes, then the other world catches the cold too, the rest of it. So if all of a sudden that inflation spreads, and all of a sudden now we start having an uptick on inflation, and instead of a rate cut, and not even a rate pause, we get a rate hike. Oh, shit. We would be in massive trouble. But here's the thing. The thing is, the optimism we have in the market with getting rid of Gensler, getting more pro-crypto people into it in the United States and across the pond all over the world, getting new regs, getting the cases over, getting the SEC retooled. It's going to be happening starting January 20th, but it's going to take time to fix things. You ever broken your leg? Right? What happens after you break your leg and you take the cast off? It's not like you can go run like a crazy man. No, your leg is like wobbly like jello. It looks all funky. Your skin's all weird. It probably smells. And you don't have any power in your legs. It takes time. Gary Gensler's is the damage. We put a cast on it. Right? The cast comes off on January 20th, and we're not going to sprint right away. No, we're going to start walking. And then we're going to walk a little harder and a little faster, and then maybe jog a little here and there. And maybe the jog turns a little bit more into a run, but we still walk every once in a while. And then all of a sudden we're running and we're sprinting. And that's the crypto market right now. Volatile? Yes. But we were prepared about it. In terms of the United States and BTC, they own a bunch of it. United States government wallet up on the screen. Link down below as well. Why do I have this up here? Because you talk about a BTC Strategic Reserve, right? So if we're going to get that Strategic Reserve, we're going to have to figure out how it happens. Act of Congress, presidential declaration, presidential powers. We'll find out. But again, what do we have to do? We have to at least wait until January 20th, right? So it's about treading water until then. It's about taking your bumps and bruises until then. Do you think that on day one, when Trump comes in, he's going to be like, yeah, screw you, crypto bros. I'm not holding up any of my promises. Probably wouldn't be such a good thing for the Republicans, would it? Because I bet you they'd probably piss off a lot of people that voted for him. Now, will we see these changes take effect right away? The hope is that we get some juicy stuff happening in the first half of 2025. It takes time to write these rules and regs. It takes time to get everything organized, legally cleared out through all the different process pathways. It takes time. We don't get those regs in 2025, massive failure. But right now, the focus is on holiday sales, right? Because that's retail, that's us. The next big focus is CPI data. And if CPI data comes in hot again, then we start talking about a pause. Right now, 96% chance that we're going to have a pause in January for the next Fed meeting. So why is the market down? Well, I told you yesterday, 25,000 of you watched. I'm telling you again today. But I'm also telling you that when you zoom out and you look at the big picture of all this stuff, right? And you really start looking at the move that we're in now. We've been tested before. We were tested with 60 minutes. We were tested when they threatened to dump the BTC holdings from the United States government. By the way, this is all seized BTC right now, not stuff that like we bought, but seized shit. And we made it through those. Not every day is going to be a green day. But boy, zoom out and realize how much more goodiness we have ahead of us. And you got to go full screen to choo-choo, bitches.